Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Camila aka CamiSimming and welcome to a new speed build. Today is kind of a special one because we're doing a Q&A for 200 subscribers here on my YouTube channel, and I'm so happy and so grateful for all of you guys and whoever happens to watch my videos and enjoy them. So yeah, and to celebrate even more properly, we're building my kind of dream home, and I have a sort of disclaimer for it because yeah, it's my dream home, but it's kind of a realistic dream home. I know it should be like, yeah, my dream home, but it's kind of the house that I imagine I could be living in like 2 years from now, sort of, or something like this. So, and probably it wouldn't be like a standalone house, it would be part of an apartment building, probably, because, yeah, houses in general are very expensive everywhere, but especially where I live here in Italy, yeah, it's crazy. Houses and rents are very expensive, but yeah. Anyway, this was a little disclaimer, and now we can start with the questions. So, Silly Simmons, my friend, asks, why are you such an amazing builder and I love watching your stuff? Thank you. I don't know how to answer this besides by saying thank you so much. Judah Build asks me, what's your favorite movie of all times and favorite TV series? So, my favorite TV series, probably you guessed it, but it's How I Met Your Mother. So I even recreated Ted Mosby's apartment here on the channel. So yeah, this is my favorite series of all time, and my favorite movie, apart from like Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban, I would say that is The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is a pretty oldish movie, but it's so good. I like cry like a baby. I just saw it, like I've seen it once, but it was like a super emotional moment in my life. Yeah, I wasn't feeling really good emotionally, so it was like, I don't know, I cried for half of it maybe, but I cried not because it was sad, also because of it was sad, but also because it was so touching, so I don't know, those movies about life and that make you rethink everything of your own life, and so yeah, that one. Okay, so Simzilda asks, what's your favorite DLC of all time? And I might have to say Seasons because, yeah, it adds something very important to the game. So weather, seasons, temperature, and yeah, it's something very realistic. I think it adds the most realism to the game, and also I have to say Parenthood. I think it's definitely a game changer. And then she asks, do you have a hidden talent? And I don't know if it's like a talent, but I've been cutting my own bangs for like 2 years now, because the hairdresser is expensive, and I can't go there like twice a month to get my bangs cut. So I had to improvise and to learn how to do it myself, and I think I'm kind of good at it. And what's your favorite hobby? Playing The Sims. Eliza Not Pancake asks, based on your experience, what tips do you have for other creators on building their YouTube channel? I don't know if I'm like big enough to have tips for smaller creators, but for me, what it worked was to like get started. I stopped thinking about everything and just went for it. I just made my first video and I put it up without thinking too much, without a voiceover because I didn't feel like to. And also, I would say that you should definitely be on Twitter because that's the place to make connections, to know other simmers, other YouTubers, and yeah, to help your channel grow more. even though growth maybe it's not the biggest point, but it's a point. So it's good to see your channel grow. So I'd say, yeah, getting started without thinking about it too much and being on Twitter for sure. And Piraners asked me a lot of questions. If you had to live in one of the Sims 4 worlds, which one would you choose? I'd say either Windenburg or Semi-Shuno, because I'd love to live in a city with that much life. I think those festivals, because I live in a city. It's kind of small-ish, and like nothing happens here, so it's pretty boring when you want to go out, and bars or uh, pubs close at like 9 p.m. and you have nothing to do. So yeah, I would say Semi-Shuno or Windenburg. What are your wishes for future packs? I honestly don't know, but I would like something to do for teens, and yeah, something that lets us like differentiate better teens from young adults, because they're like young adults, except that they can't woohoo, and that's the only difference, and that they go to school. So yeah, I'd love something to do for teens, and also functional babies, better skin tones, but it's not like they're not ideas for packs, but just other addition that I would like to see. What are your hobbies besides gaming? Anything creative. I like to paint sometimes, from time to time, or working on my bullet journal, and yeah, creating stuff, drawing, um, reading also, and watching TV shows. What's the hardest build you've done? I think the Mother Mansion was the hardest build I've done so far, because it was so long to make. I get bored pretty easily while doing stuff, anything. I don't know if that's because of my like depression that hits me sometime, and I tend to have like a lack of energy all of a sudden. So yeah, I think that was like so long and so energy taking energy. It cost me a lot of energy, like let's put it like that. And would you recreate your house in the game? Yes, absolutely, I would love to. It was like an option for today's video. I asked you guys whether you'd like to see my dream apartment, my dream house, or my actual home, so I could do it like for the next milestone or something. And Myla asks me, tell us about your home life, like pets, people you share your house with, etc. Especially pets. We love pets. Yeah, I have a cat. She's a pretty annoying kitten. Yeah, she's like the cutest, but she can be so annoying, and so like she doesn't want you to cuddle unless she wants to, and she lets you do it like only where she wants to, when she wants to, and if she wants to. So yeah, it's a bit of a I don't know, I don't want to swear, so I'm just gonna say that she's a bit complicated, but I love her with all my heart. My mom and my brother don't love her as much as I do. I was the one that was begging for a cat because I had one, and then my last cat died. So we've been like 6 years without a cat or something, like 4 years, and I wanted one, so we took her, and she has a very strong personality. Then yeah, I share my house with my mom and my brother. My brother is like 2 years younger than me. We tended to like fight a lot when we were little, when we were kids, but now we go kind of well on well together. And yeah, I think it's kind of normal for for siblings to kind of hate each other when you are little, and then like surprisingly love each other when you are a little bit older. He has some health issues, so I think that was a main factor that brought us like closer together. So yeah, he just finished high school. He's about to go to university, and I'm really proud of him. Also because, yeah, life hasn't been easy for him, so he's so good and so great at doing this. He's been able to finish everything in time. He didn't get suspended, like not even once, which is like a lot for a person with some health issues that has to spend a lot of time away from school in a hospital. So yeah. And my mom, she's a housewife. She's a painter, let's say, so she loves to paint and she's very good at it. She like does anything. She likes to do portraits and to do some realistic landscapes, and also like unrealistic, more like imaginative paintings. And she is great at everything she does. So yeah, it's just the three of us because my dad passed away 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. And so yeah, we're just it's just the three of us with my cat. Area asks, what is your favorite vacation spot? If you haven't been to a vacation spot, where would you like to go? Um, my favorite vacation spot has to be like Puglia, which is a place here in southern Italy. So yeah, I would say that one because it's beautiful and I've been there lots of times like when I was little. So yeah, I have like my best summer memories there. So yeah, but I would like to go to Sardinia because I've never been to, and also some tropical places like, I don't know, the Caribbeans or some other tropical islands, island paradise, and yeah. Princess Jasmine asks, "What Hogwarts house are you?" So I've taken the test a lot of times, and I'm Gryffindor. I'm a Gryffindor, but I think that a lot of tests put me in Hufflepuff. So I think I'm kind of in between. I have some characteristics from both Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. So yeah, it's a complicated answer. So, and then Hector X Plays asks what you like or dislike about YouTube and being a YouTube creator. So I like the fact that through YouTube I can be very creative. I can connect with other simmers and with other people that share my passion for this game. And a thing that I don't like is that it's very difficult to get noticed because of the YouTube algorithm, which like hides your content. It's not always easy to let people know that you exist. And yeah, and also a thing that I don't understand is why we can't have a community tab before hitting 1,000 subscribers, because yeah, even if it's a small community, we do have one. So yeah, it would be cool, I think, to have the possibility to share our things, our thoughts through a normal community tab as the bigger YouTubers. But yeah, I think that's my basically only complaint, serious complaint. In general, I like being on YouTube. I like sharing my content, even if it's just for myself. Even if I didn't have many people watching me, I think I would still enjoy it because I've always enjoyed like editing videos and making cute videos for the family. So it's something creative that, yeah, that lets me express my creativity in this way. Okay, so these were the questions. Thank you so much for all those of you who left me some questions to answer to. And let's talk about the build. As you saw, probably, a thing that I wanted to so bad was a big bathroom with a big window because bathrooms without windows are not so common in Italy. We tend to have windows whenever it's possible. I don't know how it is um, anywhere else in the world, but yeah. And we tend to have our washing machines in the bathroom. Yeah, I think that's the more common place. So I put mine there. I had a litter box and everything to take care of a cat, and that like Apple plaque from university should be like the YouTube plaque for 100k subscribers, because yeah, it's my dream home after all. So yeah, in my dreams I am a big YouTuber. And so I wanted to have like 2 bedrooms, one for us to sleep, for me and my boyfriend to sleep, and the other one as like an office for us to study and for me to make videos, and also to store our creative stuff, like his guitars and his bass and my art supplies, art stuff. And I'd love to have a kind of not big, but like a decent backyard. The pool is something completely out of a dream, because I don't think I would have one like this built in into the foundation of my house. It's probably, it would be like so expensive, I can't even imagine. So that's the more fantasy part about this house, the more dreamy part. And I would love to have like a garden to grow crops and to grow stuff that then we can eat. Because, and also my boyfriend, I think he's into this stuff. We often talk about it, about how cool it would be to have a garden, our own garden, without having to buy vegetables uh, at the supermarket. And as you probably saw, I would put down fairy lights like everywhere, because I like the look of them. And I think that this house is pretty like industrial, but also kind of bohemian. And you have to know that this is like a shared passion between me and my boyfriend. So we are kind of we agree on basically most of the stuff that we would like to have in our imaginary future home. Of course, we don't agree on everything, but yeah, we would love like those exposed brick walls, a dark kitchen, because I saw a kitchen at IKEA's, and yeah, I completely fell in love with black kitchens. And he agrees with me on this part of the house. And also I think we'd love a lot of candles, a lot of plants, a lot of cute and cozy corners, cozy nooks in our home, because yeah, we like to have cozy interiors, I guess. It's kind of industrial, but it's not too cold. It has some warmth to it. And yeah, and also, as you probably saw, I didn't put down a lot of clutter, because I would love my house to be tidy, because I'm not a tidy person myself, but my mom is, and our house is basically always tidy, more or less. So I'd love my house to be like this, to be as tiny as possible. I'd like to not to have too much stuff, because when you have too much sorry, I cannot speak, too much stuff, it gets like dirty more quickly, and it gets dusty, and you have to clean it. So yeah, I kind of embraced a sort of minimalist style in my life lately. It's not too hardcore, I think. It's kind of mild, but I'd like to have a more minimalist approach when I will be able to buy my house, because I think it has some advantages. And we're basically over with today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in my next video, and thank you guys for 200 subscribers. Have a great day. Bye everybody.